Hi there. My name is Bill Warner, and I'm with EntreDot. And for the last couple of articles or videos that I've done this week, it's about the change of work and the pace of change of work today as compared to years ago, and how we really got to be cognizant of it. But it's also changed our personal lives, you know, in really big ways. So you probably noticed from the gray hair here, and you've probably seen me before. I'm not exactly a youthful person. I'm kind of up there in age. I go back to the days of the party line telephone. Now, half of people looking at this video have no clue what I just said. But this is where you picked up the phone and Mabel, the operator, says, may I place your call, please? Then you say, well, give me venture 2384, and she'd dial it up, and somebody picks up the phone as we do today. That's how a telephone call was made. And worse yet, though, on the party line is you pick up the receiver and you hear somebody else talking because they're using the phone right now, so I have to hang up and wait, 3 or 4 more minutes before I try my call. Well, it was the good old days. And believe it or not, people loved that at the time. And when the dial telephone came along, there was all sorts of, that newfangled stuff. I'm not sure I really want to have any part of that. Blah, blah, blah. So here I am today with my handy dandy cell phone, so I can call anybody in the world at any time. And I can now do it from my Dick Tracy watch here. It's an Apple Watch, of course. And I get my calendar there. I can do a Dick Tracy-like call by pushing a single button here that over Wi-Fi, of course, not the public network. I can talk to somebody else who is also on Wi-Fi directly from my watch without my telephone in sight. So back in the 50s, if you were reading comic books, Dick Tracy used to have a watch like this. So it only took darn near 70 years to actually make it a reality, but it's a reality. So I run into a lot of people that say, this new stuff, I don't like it. It disrupts my daily life. It's impairing on my privacy. I don't want people to watch me, know me that well. I'm really scared of personal security. I'm scared that my personal data is going to get taken by others and done all sorts of interesting things with that I may not be aware of or even like. And much of that is true, and it's risky. But there are things you can do to protect your information and things like that. But the advantage these things bring are quite interesting. For example, I'm a pretty steady user of Google Maps. I use it even though I know how to get to where I'm going. If I got to take a long trip, more than 10, 15, 20 miles, I get on Google Maps and give it the destination, and it maps it out. I say, okay, let's go. Now, I know how to get there, but what I don't know is what are the problems that can occur along the way. And it tells me if there's an accident ahead, it'll recommend a side route, gives me the option to accept it or not, gives me an estimate of how much longer the trip is going to take. If I don't choose their option, presumably they're going to get me there faster by giving this option. But I religiously use this thing, and it saves me time. And it's not a big intrusion on my life, as best I can tell. So the things that technology can bring us personally are pretty exciting and often very useful. I also run into people and say, well, I'll send you a text on that. Well, I don't text. I really don't want my people to know what my conversations are with people. Oh, okay. But texting is pretty darn prevalent today, particularly for the millennial crowd and even some of us older folks, where we rely on rapid communications, and it saves time and gets people to understand things very quickly. Uh, the usage and storage of videos, um, family videos and family pictures, and cloud repositories where, quite frankly, I've got hmm, 50, 60, 70,000 pictures stuffed off into this several terabytes of storage I have that we never had such a thing when I was growing up, but I could go on and on here. So I'm urging you to be cognizant of technology and how it can not only change the future of work, it also can change the future of the way you conduct yourself and become more informed about things around you. Again, my name is Bill Warner. I hope you have a great day. Talk to you again.